re matha wena ba re baleya ngwanaka tsatsing la ka jeno re boela hape nna le wena re teana e se batla e le phirimana kampa yona Sholane Umhlathuze Sports Stadium a ke mo e ke leng teng province ke ya KwaZulu Natal jwale ke iphapitha ka moedi e re ha ke tlo neletsa papadi ena he ke yona KZN Derby kapa ke re enngwe ya di KZN Derby romela bolentle ka mana maseko re bona batla e sebetsa jwang bolentle what a tackle molaodi wa lebotho Tshepo Mabua o sebetsa Tshepo Mabua o lahla kenya lotwa re monna o tjao tjhe o lahla kenya lotwa ra o tjao sheba ntwe we in aina le bopaki re bone ka ditloho o teposo lona ka mono a Durban City o thile a khorometsa le a sutumetsa Durban City bya butlempile iketsa bo makhorometsa letsa jwang ha letsa tjena Thabane Isuke a kata o kena sentsa ba jwetsa re ntate o ba shebe batho bana we intle ha ina le bopaki e tsetente re tshetleha ka dipilara ditaba re di lekanga ka tse ding hore di tle di nepahale le ka re batla ba bona re batla sebetsa taba tsa bona jwang romela makoro pele ka mana re bone le bole ngema tsela ka ntle ya bahlola e tla ba bolo ya Setibatibane Guarantee e tla ba bolo ya Setibatibane Guarantee ona le kile ka mane ngema wandile ngema ale ntlha le ngwe setleng sena se hodimo ke papadi ya bosupa setleng sena se hodimo hlopheng sena sa Nat Richards Bay ena ke Betway Premiership la ka lebitso ha mpata o keke wa nsokola hobane ke Mike Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha Lima Echo Mike Oscar Lima Oscar India bar over and out how to change Oscar ba tshwenye ho hanga kitse ke tla o tswela khomu e taba tsa ka tseno ke tla o tswela khomu nkeke ka o qhilela aka thoko a re bona batla e sebetsa jwang le ka re batla ba ikopanye ka mane bole kotsi a thoko mekwallo o wa dile ngema wala phamisa hloho wa ndile ngema sheba re hona le ntho mo wala phamisa hloho a sheba a re hona le ntho mo ba hapile dipapadi tse tharo ba bapala ka o lekana ho tse pedi ba lahlelo tse pedi ha ba tswa kgefutsong e le lefela ai ke ne ke re ketse mokolokotwane o tla o so tla tswa ho wena lapeng mono wa nkutwa kapa ha nkutwi Thabane Isuke morao mane lwana a re banna ba isukile ka kena ke se ke bitswa ke tlo thusetsa e le re ngwane eso Tshepo Mabua o utlile bohloko jale ke tlamehile ke itshupe re hobaneng ke loketse re ke tle ke sebetse ka thata ke Thabane Isuke romela ka mana iqhela Setibatibane Otieno ine itlile solla e tsamaya moyeng o the ba eme hanyane o utlile bohloko Otieno o utlile bohloko Otieno a re moshebo re bohloko ba hae botswa ka we intle e o ile a hla thulana ka mane ha furalla le mfana futhi a mokhisi a re ba ka mane batla e sebetsa jwa hana ntse le bole kotsi ya phonyoa ya ba haila ya ba hana kamani Richards Bay ine tutubetsi fitlile kokota ba re ba qeta a re bana ka mane ba tla e sebetsa jwang ya hana morao mane tlhakusane mothetho a re bona o tla e sebetsa jwang molaudi wa lebotho e bole kotsi ena re bone a sebetsa Guarantee ane ba motlaile le sumatha ka moshebe o shebe ke nako eno re tlo moshebe ka mahlong o tsho wa tseba kwena fela e se ngo bapala o tsho wa tseba kwena fela we intle ha ena le bopaki go tleng le leholo la dinyewe a re ba tshwere tšhelete ba tshwere ntho e ngata re bone ka Batino Mahango ke qeta o hlalosa re o le nyokoleane mahala e tlo etsa phethoho hape ka mane ka Badimo Mahango le Mahala Makawa a re bona ka mane bolentle ba itshola bannawe ha e hlolwa ke Monyetla Natal Rich Boys ke ne ko badile ke ne se ke ngotse bukeng ya ka ya bophelo ke ne se ke ngotse ke qetile ke re ntlha kena finally ona entse phoso ka mane sethibathiba Darren ke we intle le ka ntse le mone fela re bona Mahala a ke mfundo a tickets ke hana hala a re bona ka mane bole kotsi abatabola ka mane Thabani Zuke ba ipela etsa ba re ntate we tshwere ka matsoho Thabani Zuke ba ipela etsa ba re ntate mothena we tshwere ka matsoho o theta beno le buanyeno ha re etse re itlwa ka lona mothena mo ferefere e ba lefela Richards Bay lefela Durban City tswa honna morena maphalo kgoloko le letona ke re o ga moroho ha se o tlatsa boleke ya ka ibane.
Coach Ronnie Gabriels, thank you so much for your time. When you look at today's encounter, how would you describe how yourself and Richards Bay played in this stalemate?
Yeah, I felt this being a derby, it could have been a much more exciting encounter. First half, we were not at our best. Coming to the second half, I felt we managed to string a few more passes together, made a few subs, and the game swung into our favor, creating a few goal-scoring chances there. On another day, we could have stolen the game and went away with 3 points. But being a home game, I feel that we got to be better at home. We got to play the game more on the front foot, especially start off games better and create more goal-scoring chances in the first period of the game. But be that as it may, 1 point at home, we'll take it, but we're disappointed about the result. We feel that we could have grabbed the 3 points out here today.
That is true, especially looking at the chances you had in the first half and just towards the end of the second half. Was there a penalty appeal for the Natal Rich Boys?
No, it was hard to say from the angle we were sitting on, where we did appeal and the players were closer to the action. I'm sure they would have seen it better. But the referee is called up to make these type of calls, and we trust that they make the correct decisions on the day of the game.
Now, in that first half and before the game started, you already had some injury concerns, and then to have your captain go off and you had to replace him via injury, that also must have caused a bit of frustration for yourself and the bench.
Yeah, not the ideal scenario to lose your captain in the early minutes of the game. However, I felt that Zuke came in, he held his own, he did well, he managed to stabilize things, and we couldn't have said that he came in as a sub, so big thumbs up to him. He put on a good performance. Hard to call on a player early on in the game to take over a captain's role, but he did the job exemplary today.
And finally, Coach Gabriel, from one derby to another, and you're hoping for 3 points in the next derby against AmaZulu.
Yeah, we'll have to go back, plan well. We're sure that we'll be able to give a better display here at home. We need the 3 points before the break, and hopefully it comes our way.
Coach Gabriels, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Unfortunate not to have gotten 3 points here today. You share the spoils with Richards Bay. But if you had to elaborate how the game went for you today, what would you say?
Well, look, I mean, I thought it was pretty even. I mean, it was difficult to play the second half. I mean, it really was difficult into the wind and the rain. But I thought we did well. We had a few moments there, but I mean, we also had our moments going the other way, you know. So, yeah, I mean, difficult situation, especially we didn't take the chance in the first half there when they had that big chance, you know, and then we could have sort of settled it down, but it was difficult. We didn't deal with their long balls, you know, they're playing onto our back and the wind's blowing and we didn't win that first header, and then obviously they get momentum from there, which they did, and yeah, it is what it is.
And speaking about the conditions, especially in the second half, you had your backs against the walls just a little bit and Richards Bay came at you. You made some changes. Can you elaborate the changes for today?
Well, we obviously want to try and secure, as I said, we didn't win the first ball. If you don't win the first ball, then obviously you can't get any momentum. So the first ball was bobbling in the air, and then they pick up the second ball down, you know, in front of our back four there, and then they obviously played from there a lot. But then we broke out a few times, which we tried to do and try and use the width a little bit more. especially when you play, into the wind like that. One ball round the back of them, which we did once or twice, and then you just got to have a little bit of quality and find the right pass at the right time. But it wasn't to be. But all in all, we move forward, keep moving forward. Another point gain for a team like us. That's all we got to try and do. Try and get as many points as we can, and we got 19 now. We're just moving closer to where we want to be with what we got.
And it is crunch time now, 2 games remaining. Up next, Orlando Pirates, and then 2 more games until the break.
Yeah, big game, obviously at home, but obviously at Moses. So, and then obviously away game at the end, so like everybody else. So, we'll take one game at a time, but we'll move forward now. I think it was a difficult performance from everybody, even from them as well. It's difficult to try and play, and we should need, we didn't take care of the ball at times when we should have, and that's the difference in a football match. You need to take care of the ball in the final moments there, in the final third, which we didn't do, and that's the difference in football.
Coach, thank you so much for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.